My name is Kai. I've lived in Vietnam for almost 2 years and I have no plans of leaving. Da Nang is probably the most peaceful place that I've ever been in. The cost of living is so amazing. Here, $5,000, that's like my whole year. You can get your grocery list for like $5 and it'll last you 2 weeks. I will say there are a lot of beautiful things about America. Like there are a lot of beautiful people that live there. There are a lot of wonderful experiences that I had there, but there's a constant keep your head on a swivel type of thing. Going to high school, you know, I'm hearing about school shootings. Our school is being locked down, new security is being put up, cameras everywhere, like a metal detector is being put. All of that stuff is like, what's happening here? Where do I live to where this is like a normal thing? At any point in America, you could be exposed to something like this. Here, you can go out and walk the beach at midnight. You're not thinking that your safety is compromised. There is no way, shape, or form you're doing that in most American cities. To be able to just have peace and tranquility wherever I go. Every time I wake up, I can have a 10-minute walk to the beach, as opposed to almost like every day waking up like my car is breaking down, my rent is due, like my job is not paying me enough. Like I was in Atlanta in that rat race trying to make it work. My car broke down, then I didn't have enough money to even get a car. I had to then buy a bike to go to my job, which was a restaurant job, just to pay for the rent, and I wouldn't even have enough money left after that to really pay for food. Then my bike finally wouldn't work because I was using it so much. My only choice was I had to walk an hour and 45 minutes in 95-degree weather to go to this job, and then hopefully one of my neighbors or something like that could come pick me up. I just wanted to get out of there. I wanted to experience something else. And when I thought more open things, when I thought I want to be more, I want to become more, I want to do more things, I want to see more lands of the earth, like why not? Most people are like, why? Why don't you just stay in this town and, you know, do what everybody else is doing? I want to be my own person. Like I want to experience things that I've never experienced. When I told them that I wanted to go travel and leave America, live abroad, there was such a fear. The mentality of most people I was coming across was putting me down. My cousin, who I call my brother, we basically made a choice. We said either we're going to sit here and wait for the perfect time to leave, or we're just gonna make this decision and make it happen. We were like, all right, we're gonna book a flight and we're gonna make this happen no matter what. We did not have the money to really like make it happen at that time. We're gonna find a job and we're gonna work that job as much as we can in these next 4 weeks to give us as much money as possible. For that next 4 weeks, we only took 1 day off. And that allowed us to get to that 5 to 9K. So I had my own 5 and he had his own 5. So then we used that to put everything together. My uncle had suggested that we go to Asia, go all the way across the pond. And so we first went to Thailand, then we visited Ho Chi Minh City, and then we heard about Da Nang. And ever since we came to Da Nang, you know, we never left. I wanted to grow and it felt like my environment wasn't allowing me to. It's because I needed new experiences. I needed to come across new mindsets, new ways of thinking, new ways of living. And that's what traveling did for me. First, you need to just know that it's possible. You can't ever let these external things get to you to the point where you really feel like it'll never change, I'll never be able to get out of this, because you can. I find that people are so inviting here. I went in front of this really nice resort and I just was recording a video at sunset time. And this guy was so nice that he came over, and he asked me to take a picture of him and then take a picture with him. And then he's looking at my camera like, it looks really good, it looks really good. And then he goes like, oh, fix your hair to make you see. But it's like this hospitality that's so different. And the other thing of me being, you know, melanated skin, darker complexion, is like I frequently get looks here. People look at me because I'm a rare sight, but it's not something bad. They're like intrigued. They're like, wow, like what are you doing here? Wow, like I've never seen somebody like you in person. And if anything, people come up with their babies asking for pictures and stuff like that. So it's pretty crazy. Like there's people who have literally tried to pick me up out of meditation, like please take pictures of my family. But back to this, like It always happens because I'm meditating somewhere. People just feel that vibe and it's like they're drawn to it. But I was meditating on the beach and a young girl came up to me about 10 years old. She said to me, I'm learning English. Can I just practice with you and like, you know, just to get better with speaking to like foreigners? I was like, of course. The first thing that she said to me was, so I see that you're meditating here. Like, why are you meditating? What does that mean to you and everything like this? So she's already asking me questions that I would never expect from a 10-year-old. And so I end up talking to this young girl for like 2 hours. After that whole conversation, I was like, so is your parents around? She goes, yeah, my mom's been right over there. She's just been waiting for me. I think she just saw that this was such a great conversation because I do this like every other day. Her mom invited to take me with her whole family to a very secluded pagoda that's in the mountains that only locals usually know about. She made me breakfast, brought me like this sun hat. This is something that I've never ever experienced in America. Bringing a stranger into their home, being so hospitable to me and taking me to this wonderful place on the side of the mountain. That opened my eyes to just how amazing like the culture here can be. When you get here and you see what you were fearful about, you'll literally think to yourself, well, what was I even tripping about? Like, what? This is not even bad. Like, I like that I made this decision. Just think about the first thing that you can do today that can just take that little step forward. I had this contract that I called self-contract for a long time, that I wanted to make sure that I dial in the person I want to be and the life that I want. So I wrote this contract up and then signed it. And then I would read it every morning and every night. I started making some videos, just putting my writing that I would usually put in my journal. And people started to contact me and wanted to talk to me personally. So that started to pay me from talking to people and helping them through their, like pretty much their healing journey. Here is such a beautiful place because when I'm not feeling so great, instead of staying in the dark cube, which is like my little apartment, lights off, curtains closed, no sun, scrolling in my phone, like I think to myself, well, there is a beach 10 minutes away. There is nature I could go to. There are really amazing people that I could talk to that might uplift my emotional state. So I'll do that. I'll come out here and just sit and just listen to the waves for a little bit. No phone, just a journal, and that's it. Just being in a place like this near the ocean, grounding, changes everything about your neurochemistry, like how your body feels, how you deal with stress. That's why I'm really grateful for a place like this. I didn't really have any of that in America. There was no place for me to do that. All I had was the dark cube, my apartment, and maybe I could go out on my apartment balcony or go to a nearby park, but that was pretty much it. Like, there wasn't like something where I felt so connected deeply with nature that it made me just kind of get rid of all these other thoughts that are bogging me down. I got very serious about the meditation, visualization, writing down what I wanted in life, learning about the subconscious, always feeding my mind just as well as I should be feeding my body. I just kept pushing myself to move forward. Before I knew it, all these opportunities start opening. Me and my brother have been music producers for the past 7 years. So now we've actually built a music studio in our apartments that are connected here. That's been a dream of mine forever. When I lived in Atlanta, I couldn't afford it to go into any professional studio. So it's just amazing to be able to do that now, 10 minutes from the beach. Da Nang became the place that we could settle down long enough to where we felt comfortable actually getting more equipment. And then beyond that, we do a lot of video editing and design, filmmaking. We do so many things, but they interlock. One thing that really helped me was the meditation, regulating emotion. The more I was able to push my emotions into only the things that would benefit me, then just journaling the things that I know that I really want. This is where I wanted to be. And it took me having that mentally first before it ever became a real thing. So many people will have it where the aspect of trying new things is such a deep fear. But when you were a child, the unknown was a beautiful thing that you just galloped and skipped towards. Like, you wanted to discover all there was to be, all there was to experience, all there was to see. And you just wanted your imagination to run wild into whatever life brought to you, whatever life gave to you. And you just trusted that whatever that was gonna be something good, was gonna be something that you wanted. And when you have that thought process, but you're an adult and now you can regulate, organize your thoughts, organize your life. When you do that, it's kind of like there's nothing that can stop you. You're only gonna keep seeing opportunities rather than seeing setbacks. You're gonna see the people that can help you rather than people who have done you wrong. No matter what happens, you're going into the unknown. Everything is the unknown. The job that you think is like secure, it's unknown. Something could happen tomorrow to where everybody gets laid off in that job. The place that you're going is unknown. You never know what kind of people who you're gonna come across. Even the business venture. All of this stuff is unknown, but every step illuminates the next step. As you start walking, the path is lit up. But if you never take a step, it's always gonna seem like darkness. Be the author of your own story. Take that little step